Hey everybody, Tim here for today's review of Doctor Who story number 291, a two-parter. First two-parter for a while, the first two-parter for the 13th Doctor, Spyfall. Now, right away, my favorite thing about it is that it's one title. That's it, Spyfall. So that's very rare in like modern Doctor Who. Every part, even the three-parters have to have a different title. So, love that. Overall, I really enjoyed it. This is the beginning of the final season that is currently out. Obviously, there will be a next season, hopefully soon, like really soon. But for this one, I did really like it. A lot of good guest stars. I got a lot of really good twists. So for one, the big one in the very beginning is Stephen Fry as the character C, which that right there, I want to pause. I am a big James Bond fan. I've done reviews for all the James Bond movies if you haven't seen those. Coincidentally, Skyfall is my favorite James Bond movie, so I loved how Skyfall, you get it. And so for this, like, I like the whole letter thing. We get C, we get O, we get stuff like that. So they have a great line where C is talking to Graham, and he's like, well, I know the Doctor's a man. And it's like, nope, been upgraded. So Jodie's like just bursts her way through there. They bring up Unit, they bring up Torchwood, and just love the stuff. Now, all of this is really, really interesting. The subplot of, like, the, like, white alien, like, you don't know what they are at first, that's the part that kind of loses me a little bit. I'm like, I don't really care about any of this. Once Yaz gets taken, you're like, okay. The whole, like, well, we gotta find who the spy master is. I'll be honest, I didn't catch it. I didn't, like, my radar did not ping at all. Which, I love how the actor who plays the master now was, like, the original director. He played in, The Adventures in Time and Space. So I was like, oh, look at that. You went from being the director of Doctor Who to being the master. That's kind of cool. The Wicked Witch of the West thing was a little bit too on the nose for me. And they even call it out in the episode. So I was like, okay. But that moment where he turns was fantastic. He did so good. He brings back the tissue compression, which is something we have not seen in modern Who that I can remember, but goes all the way back to classic Who. I mean, that goes all the way back to the Third Doctor. The Master was always just shrinking people. So I was like, that's kind of cool. Going right into the second part I didn't enjoy as much as the first. When you have, like, the Master returning and stuff, like, I want simple. Just a simple episode. And I felt like this was so much, and it was so over the top, with them going to, like, World War II, and the plane recording, and them having to, like, get that all situated, which, yeah, time travel, stuff like that. We get the return of the Mind Wipe, which was kind of interesting. Again, I don't remember that being in Classic Who so much. That is definitely more the newer one. And, I mean, we've seen him erase Donna. We've seen him try to erase Clara. So that was kind of interesting. Now, the big twist at the end. What a twist. So we get the Gallifrey is gone, once again, destroyed. I know a lot of people really kind of freaked out when this episode debuted. And they were just like, we just got it back. Why destroy it again? I mean, for me, like, I mean, I've seen all the Classic Who. I've seen enough Gallifrey. Like, there's episodes that just take place on Gallifrey with no humans. So I don't really care about Gallifrey. And the other thing is, Doctor Who is not a show for continuity. If there's something you want, don't worry, it'll come back around. It might take 10, 20, 50 years. Who knows? It'll make its way around. So even as soon as I saw, like, Gallifrey up in flames and everything, I was like, it's not a big deal. Like, they'll fix it. If they don't fix it, give it a few episodes, give it a season, give it a new showrunner. They'll figure out a way to bring it back. There's no reason to freak out. And this is also the now second time, maybe third time, they've mentioned the Timeless Child. So, as the season progresses, we'll find out more about that, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. So, what did you guys think? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time for Orphan 55.